Good morning, going on daily. Oh man, here we are with Sharon.
Good morning. Top of the
I'm-
morning to you, Kyle.
Yes, consciousness for dummies. Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's great. So, season 3, episode 63. Saints come marching in. Oh man, we have a
Woo!
good show. Good show for you today, and this is exciting. I haven't been on with Sharon for a while,
I
and
know it's been a while.
yeah,
Oh,
and I haven't hosted the show for a while, so I don't even know what to say. Here we go, full send on this one. So yeah, jumping right in, and I want to hear about this. I'm curious because I learned some stuff today too, but it's obviously St. Patrick's Day, so that's super exciting. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
happy St.
But
Patty's Day, everybody. Start eating and drinking and wearing and doing all things
yeah,
green.
yeah, all the things. But what we get to learn about, which is super exciting, which is the origins of St. Patrick's Day. Oh,
Well, laddie.
oh. uh,
St. Patrick's Day originated as a Christian feast day
mhm,
honoring St.
yeah,
Patrick, of
mhm,
course.
mhm.
Um, and it from there, from its humble origins and honoring a patron saint of Ireland, it has now expanded globally, and it clearly is what we understand today is it's nuts, it's crazy, it's celebrations, and I've got a few stories on that later on in the show, but for now we'll keep it PG.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So St. Patrick was born in Britain in the late 4th century as Maewyn Succat. And
Mm.
he was kidnapped by Irish raiders. So in the 4th century, they were out there, raping and pillaging those Irish people. And he was enslaved. So he was 16 when he was captured. He was enslaved for 6 years.
Mm.
And after 6 years, he escaped. Good on him. Good on him for
Yeah.
still trying after sometimes some people would give up, but he was like, no, I'm out of here. Get me out of here. So, yeah,
The
our
booze
producer
explains a
says
lot.
the booze explains a lot. It certainly does. So after his escape, he stayed in Ireland, which is kind of crazy. You'd think he'd want to get the hell out of there and be as far away from there as possible, but instead he established churches, monastery schools, and became a legendary figure credited with using the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
The Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. I
Yeah.
mean, the shamrock we know today has 4, it's a lucky 4-leaf clover, but back in the day it was 3-leaf, and it represented Christianity.
Mm.
So, and also according to legend, he drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was an all-round good guy. So at 22, he changed his life and changed everybody else's lives too. And then on March 17th, around 461 AD, he passed away.
Mm.
And so it's his birthday that we honor every year. And some of us, have lost the original meaning.
Death Day.
Yes, it's a death day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did I say his birthday?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Sorry. No. His death, his anniversary of his death, his death day. You're correct. Sorry. I don't know why I went birthday.
Oh,
I guess
maybe that.
birthdays are more of a celebration.
Maybe that's why the celebration and the drinking. I mean.
Well, there's nothing like a good Irish wake.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's the case too.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, the holiday began around the 9th or 10th century as a Roman Catholic feast day, and they would attend a church in the morning, and then they would celebrate in the afternoon. And for that one day, they lifted restrictions because there's Lent, right? So for that one day, they lifted restrictions on meat and alcohol, allowing feasting and dancing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So very cool. That
makes
I'm amazed.
Sense.
What's that?
That makes sense. Yeah. I can see how that. Yeah, this is where the drinking began. They were like, "Oh my gosh, we can drink. We can drink today. Oh,
And no wonder they went so nuts because lifted for 1-day ban. So they were like, we're going hard. We are going hard. We're celebrating. This is going to be great. This is going to be epic. Even back in the day, they wanted it to be epic. So they went hard. So fast forward to the 17th century and Irish immigrants coming after the Great Potato Famine, right? They brought this tradition to the States. But it gradually turned into, a non-spiritual celebration of Irish heritage, which, parades, festivals, and all of those things, wearing, eating, and drinking, all things green.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure some people get a few green things that they, things that turn green.
I got the green shirt on.
Woo! Militant.
Yeah. Right? Although it doesn't show green on the screen. I don't know. And then my camera's deciding to focus or not. Again, there we go.
Yeah, my shirt is actually green, and I'm not sure that it's coming through either, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Huh. So, but we got corned beef and cabbage from Ireland. They introduced us to corned beef. So thank you, Irish immigrants. Yes. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Thanks for coming over. Thanks for coming over and bringing us a party day and some corned beef. Showing up with corned beef and party time. That's awesome.
I have to wonder where because Reuben is one of my favorite things.
Is it?
And yeah, absolutely. But with real corned beef. No pastrami Reuben. No.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Real corned beef one. But the question is, so were they doing those around that time too, and then sauerkraut, or probably not? But who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah. What came first, St. Patrick's Day or Cinco de Mayo?
I'd have to say St. Patrick's Day because it's the 4th century. 4th century. So I think it's prior to Cinco de Mayo by a few centuries, actually, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, both great days.
Yeah, watch your back. One day you're on your back, then next day you're watching your back.
That's great.
So I thought in the spirit of St. Patty's Day, we'd say a few little of their greetings and their sayings. Okay. So of course, top of the morning to you is one of the more well known. And so the other thing that they say on a regular basis is, "What's the craic?" Means what's going on? How are you? So instead of saying, "Hey Kyle, how are you?" Say, "Hey Kyle, what's the craic?"
What's the craic?
And of course, grand. Everything is grand.
It's grand. Yeah.
It's grand, all right.
Indeed, very grand.
And also in how to say well done is fair play to you.
Oh, fair play to you. Okay.
Fair play to you.
That's good. And that's different than good game.
Yes, absolutely. Fair play to you. I like that because it's in the spirit of keeping things, the spirit of fair play and everyone having fun. I like it. I like it. And then of course there's Salante, which means cheers, right? So when you go down to an Irish pub later, Kyle, got to say Salante.
Yeah, yeah. We have lots of Irish pubs here in Pocatello, Idaho. They did have a brew fest or I don't know, earlier this week, some point. I don't know. Last week, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't make it out to that. It was a long day for me. But I'm sure everybody's going to be serving green beers today, because that's what you got to do. Because it's
green beers, green, like there's food. They put food coloring in food, and everything's green. Water's green. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. If you're not drinking a green smoothie today, people, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Just blasphemy. Blasphemy. If it's not green today, it's blasphemy.
Blasphemy. Very good, Kyle. Very good. Let's see. There's a few of the other ones. Oh, may the road rise up to meet ya, or at least not trip you on the way home.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Lots
love
of
that.
people
They're all
having,
getting. What's that?
yeah, lots of people after they've been having their celebrations have well, it seemed like the road rise up to meet you,
Uh-huh.
but you probably stumbled and fell down in your excitement.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking you're right, Ron. That said, after drinking and before you leave the bar, you're wishing everybody good luck to get on their
Yeah.
way home. But at least they're all walking. There's that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's
There is
because they
that.
didn't. That they don't have unicycles there apparently, because otherwise they'd be riding unicycles.
Holy,
Oh
I can't
yeah.
even. I
Oh
can't even
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
That's the best bar transportation because they just cheer you on when they see you swerving down the sidewalk. Look at him go. He's doing good. Oh God.
Oh
I gotta
yeah.
make it home.
I've seen people ride unicycles and they go few pedals forward and then a couple back and then a few forward and a couple of back. That would just be like that's were they drinking when they learned how to ride them is what I want to know.
No, I mean, that's definitely a show that they do because that's much more difficult than just riding forward.
Yeah.
When I've been drinking, I don't know if I can ride a few forward pedals and then a few backwards pedals. That's a little more of a sober. That's a sober riding technique rather than a
but it's
bar, post bar riding technique.
it's equivalent to the stagger home, right? Few
Oh yeah,
forward, couple back. If you're on a
yeah.
unicycle, you've been drinking, few forward, couple back.
No,
On
I
the
would definitely
side.
fall off then, probably, maybe. Yeah, would take forever to get home. No, it's just pedaling. It's
Safety first, and then all of a sudden
yeah,
the unicycle's on the shoulder, and away we go.
yeah. Safety third. Safety third.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Huh. Well, that's
So one of my favorites, and I won't get into any more, but one of my favorites is a face like a slapped arse.
oh,
Someone not having a good day.
huh.
They're not having a face like a slapped arse.
Wow,
That made me laugh.
wow.
A little
Yeah.
red, right? They're not having a good day. They're a little
Uh-huh.
red in the
Yeah,
face. Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the day they tomorrow there's going to be a few faces like a slapped arse.
And tonight too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And yeah, once they go home to their significant other and they've been out for far too long and got far too drunk,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
there'll be a few faces like slapped arses, all right.
Yeah. The roads are not flat or paved. I
In Ireland,
don't
yeah,
know.
they're cobblestone, right?
I I'm I'm
Brick.
inexperienced on this. I don't really know. But definitely could be. I mean,
Could be.
seems right. We saw it, we read it on the internet, so it's got to be right.
That's got to be true.
It's got to be true. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's very, very good stuff. Interesting things to know about this whole holiday thing that we're doing today.
And it's really not a holiday. We just turned it into one. I mean, talk about the best drinking game ever. Like it's the best drinking game ever. It just lasts for all day long
Oh,
and
yeah.
into the night.
Yeah. Yeah. When do you start drinking green beers? I mean, is it morning yet?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yep. And
No.
there's people out imbibing as we speak.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, and luckily with some of them, they're in different time zones, so it's maybe less morning-ish there than it is for us, because it's definitely coffee time. It is not beer drinking time, and I've tried drinking whiskey or something in my coffee, and it just ruins a good cup of coffee.
It does.
I'm not for that, and I'm not turning my coffee green either. I mean, it's the right color right now, which is black.
Mine too, Kyle. Mine too.
Yeah, yeah.
In my going on daily coffee mug,
Oh,
black coffee in the
yeah.
mug.
I don't have that much. I've got the Life Happens coffee helps. and it's true. Life does happen. But so, like a great musician once said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blue Fire 81. Gotta love you.
And I'm guessing everybody lives next to the bar anyway. So riding a unicycle or anything, you'd have to go around the whole town at least once, and then go back home to make it show that you went somewhere. Yeah,
It's small
I
town.
mean,
Small town Ireland, right?
yeah. I mean, I'm still assuming, no experience here, so so no idea, but definitely, possibly, potentially could be absolutely correct. Yeah.
Oh, politically
Yeah.
correct. Meet
Yeah.
Mr. Kyle Miller. Politically
Well,
correct. Will not.
I
Will not
do
get in the
what
way.
I can. Yeah, I do what I can. So, well, that's
Love it.
interesting.
Love it.
Neat learning about the history of all the different days and everything. And I think, I mean, it is a holiday, even though we're not. Yeah, Kyle MC Miller. Yeah, that's right. So
The thing that really fascinated me was that, it was originally a 3-leaf clover, and it was based on the Holy Trinity, because it was a Christian, it was, a Christian belief that he founded these churches and things on. So I thought that, because I mean, you want to talk about being bastardized. We are so far from where it started to what's happening now. The debauchery is definitely not in the same vein as which he created it. But, everybody's having fun, and there's that.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, Lucky Charms probably saw a huge market advantage there. Hey, look at that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we can sell a lot of Lucky Charms with this.
Are you feeling lucky, laddie?
It'll be grand. It'll be grand. Yeah. Well, very cool. Very cool. Thank you. It's a great segment, and yeah, but do you know what else is great?
Tell me. Do tell, Kyle. Tell us.
Oh, you are watching us live, and that's really great. Yeah. I mean, or you are on live. I mean, Sharon's on live. So I don't know why everybody else is not on live, but I'm sure that there are people on live.
Blue Fire. Blue Fire's on live.
Yeah, Blue Fire is on live, for sure. And so is Ron. Ron's on live.
Ron.
Too. Yeah, it's wild. But you were watching us live.
Hugo's on live.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, Hugo. Thank you and welcome for coming.
Hugo's on too. Yeah. So you were watching us live on Kick, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch, and also on X or Twitter. I mean, Twitter, X, whatever it is. Same person.
Oh, okay. Blue Fire and Hugo. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up, for clarifying, Ron. Appreciate that.
Very excellent. Okay. I am. Hugo. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's kind of what I was wondering. It's Hugo. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate that. And then you can listen to us after the fact on Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, at RIBroadcasting. And tune into the show. And then, of course, you can follow us on all the social media, all the socials. We're everywhere. MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Gab, Parlor, Space Hay, and of course on Patreon. And you can support us there. And yes, mugs. Yeah. I mean, everybody gotta have merch. Gotta have merch for sure. So yeah, come follow us on all of those platforms. Say hi, send messages, comments, all the things. We'd love to hear from you. And then of course you got to follow us on Facebook. This is essential. It's essential. Yeah. You could be watching me right now, us, on my Facebook page, because I am live, I think. I mean, it says, so hopefully I am actually live on my Facebook page. But we would love for you, if you're watching anywhere, all of the places, go follow us on Going On Daily morning show on Facebook. And that way we have enough followers that we can go live with the show once again. And we would love that. And then you can see us more places, because more is always better. And then also, of course, you can support the show, RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. And there's all kinds of, there's all the hosts, there's all the shows, there's everything. And you can also vote for the Hall of Fame. So who are you choosing? We got John Wayne, Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, Jack Lemmon, and Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Oh,
Sean Connery.
Yeah. More bills are more bills are yeah. So yeah, who's going to be your vote for the Hall of Fame?
Who's your vote, Kyle, for the Hall of Fame?
I'm kind of struggling with this one a little bit. I'm kind of maybe torn, either John Wayne or Sean Connery. Yeah, and I could see Sean Connery. Because probably the original and best, or of the old 007 anyway. But I don't know. This is a struggle. If I had to vote right now, I probably would vote for Sean Connery. But I don't know. Who's your vote?
John Wayne all the way, baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
75% for Connery leading. Oh, wow. Holy heck.
Yep.
Okay, get out there and vote, people. If you think that John Wayne, Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, or Jack Lemmon are better than Sean Connery, then queue up this QR code, get on there and vote. It takes literally about 10 seconds. Get your vote in now.
Hugo says Sean Connery gonna win because he's the best. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. They're all the best, and they're all different. That just as we are all different. So anyway, but yeah, go vote. Support the show. Go check out the website. All of the things that we have going on. All the hosts and the different shows and everything else. Yeah, love your support, and
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You get to see all the people and do all the things and all of that. So next is which and I'm a little out of the loop on this. So maybe you know more what's going on, but it looks like
Ron says Sean Connery is not Irish, so vote for someone else. In the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, St. Paddy's Day, vote for someone else.
So we are doing Uganda donations, and so you can go. There's a separate page for this, RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net /Uganda-donations, and so you can donate on there. Anything helps. Everything helps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're trying to raise $4,000, or Ron is trying to raise $4,000 to replace a roof on a school so that these kids can go to school. Now, we'd love to raise a little bit more because we'd love to send some of these children to school. They have to, it's a paid program. So there's a lot of kids with potential, but their parents just can't afford to send them to school and get them the knowledge and the learning that they need to succeed in life. So one of our beloved co-hosts, Becky, went over to Uganda on a mission with her church. And so the village, or one of the villages that they visited.
I'm just struggling. I got to say this because of course this just always brings up the Blues Brothers for me. And Becky was, in fact, indeed, also on a mission from God.
Yes, she was. Now I'm getting the tie to the Blues Brothers. I'm like, how does the Blues Brothers come out of Uganda? I'm searching through the Rolodex and nothing's coming.
Yeah. They were on a mission from God.
They were. They absolutely were. Best mission from God. One of the best missions from God. So anyways, Becky went over, came back with some very touching stories and the things she experienced there. It's not all roses and it's definitely not all green beer over there. So so they're in desperate need to get this roof on this school. So Chuck, another co-host on Monday mornings, and usually Becky and Chuck are on together, he is a roofer and he owns a roofing company and Rio Blanco Roofing. And so he said, if we raise the money to get this roof on this church, he will take his crew and he will go over there and put it on for nothing. So
that's awesome.
Yes. And so please donate and support this amazing initiative because these children need education. They need the opportunity to go to school. They need the opportunity to advance themselves in life and not be part of a community where they can't afford to feed themselves. So giving these kids a chance by extension gives so many more people the opportunity to get themselves out of poverty and make a better life for themselves. So wonderful initiative, Becky and Ron, and we're happy to support it.
Yep. Super, super awesome. And also, Ron pointed out to us as well that we are also on a mission from God going on daily. So,
okay.
Which makes sense, I feel this. I mean, that's why we're we're hanging out drinking coffee. Yeah,
absolutely.
So on to Irish healing and irony, which we spoke a little of the irony, and I gotta pull some notes here so that I'm actually accurate in whatever it is that I'm talking about, which we'll see how accurate it actually is, but anyway, there one of the things which I was going to save till last, but I'm actually going to touch on this first, is the book Gulliver's Travels. So Jonathan Swift, so he lived in Dublin, but he funded the creation of St. Patrick's Hospital, so one of Ireland's first psychiatric hospitals, and so he funded a lot of, and that was in his I'm drawing a blank on after he died. It was in his will for that to go to support that, and so it was very, very interesting to have that. But that was that was one of the things which was very interesting to me. And Gulliver's Travels, that was a long time ago.
Oh my gosh, it's been a minute for sure.
Yeah. So another was Ivor Brown, and he was an influential Irish psychiatrist, and he challenged traditional models that focused only on symptoms, emphasized trauma, emotional repression, and life experience, and also advocated a lot for more humane, patient-centered care. Which is, kind of not a normal thing for, I mean, this has been a hard line for us all the way through, I think, advocating for patient care, because the patients they just need the doctor to show up. They don't need to be well taken care of. But yeah.
Would this be advocating for patient care in psychiatric facilities? Are we still? Yeah. So
specifically,
because the treatments were barbaric and brutal and horrifying. So it's wonderful that somebody advocated for patient care because they absolutely needed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So, but then.
Morning, Jake.
Oh, and Jake's
Jake
here.
joined.
Yeah, good morning, Jake.
Thanks for joining us.
So some of the other things, so and I don't know if I'm saying this right, but one of the an Anam Cara or Anam Cara, and I don't know if you heard that, but that's one of the terms. So it's a Celtic concept, meaning soul friend, someone who truly
Oh,
sees, hears, and understands you without judgment. So and that's, yeah, that's straight from, oh, yep, Sharon's looking it up.
I
So I
I
love
am.
it.
I think that's beautiful, soul
Yeah,
friend. It's absolutely beautiful.
yeah,
And
I
Kara.
was, yeah. Yeah, I was very excited about this. I was like, "Ooh, this is okay. This is something I can definitely get behind." I think we all need more soul friends in our lives.
Absolutely.
So and part of a lot of, and this is, I think this goes for a lot of traditions, but Ireland has a long tradition of storytelling as a way to process pain and pass down wisdom. And so that's a big, I think it's a big aspect. And what do I know, because being over here in America, but it seems like there's a lot of, um, in a lot of the bigger traditions, there's a lot of the storytelling which helps to then pass on the wisdom. And I think a big part of what we don't necessarily talk about. I mean, it is part of all of everybody getting together and drinking and everything else, but there's a huge part which is community and
Mhm.
belonging in a lot of these places. And definitely Irish culture has a lot of that. And so they gather together, music, conversation, shared space, and connection. And connection is one of the most healing things, and probably one of the biggest things that we are missing in a lot of the first world countries, because we have our own space. and
Yes.
and so, I'm just going to hang out at home, or, rather than getting out to the pubs or to, community gathering places, any of those things. And it's very interesting that was a huge aspect of the origins, really, of St. Patrick's Day, was people really coming together. Uh,
I don't know what that means.
yeah, I'm totally unsure. Space is the final frontier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Doc Brown.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, huh. I'm not sure where I missed some of that, but anyway. Um, so yeah, Sharon will look this up. We're
Oh, Back to the Future.
Yeah, well, and I
Marty
figured
Marty.
Back to the Future, but where did I miss? Were they in Ireland or?
I'm not sure. I can't
Okay.
remember.
Well, maybe I said something regarding that or whatever, but yeah, so very, very interesting. A lot of those things with the connection and community and just that word was awesome, or the
Yes.
two words, Anam Cara, or however you say that. But I love the idea of soul friend. Um,
Beautiful.
that's
Mhm.
that's definitely something we for sure need. So now what I do have to say, which I'm totally curious about this, but in the research that I did, finding out about St. Patrick, um, it's what I heard is that he actually left the country and then came back. Uh,
Okay.
so and I don't know, but it's a very interesting thing, and I'm seeing a few different ironies in all of this. Of course, one being that he was named a saint and um, was not Irish at all, which is, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, because definitely, born in Britain, And so for him to go back, which kudos to him, you know, I mean, he did what he felt was right, but it seems incredibly ironic that this whole thing, just like many other holidays and celebrations that we have, they they go from being this gathering, religious feast, that they were all getting together, and then it turns into what it is now, which it also makes me curious what it's like in Ireland today on St. Patrick's Day. If there's a lot of religious connotation to it, and gathering in that way, and it's just all of us in the U.S. that we're like, hey, we need another reason to
North America, baby. We're all in it together.
Yeah.
From the research I've done in Ireland today, they go to church in the morning, and they do it. There is a lot of religious celebrations and recognitions and honoring going on, and then they get into the debauchery after that. Then it's time for the dancing, the drinking, and the eating, right? Then it's time for the celebration. So Ireland, oh, very good. Ron is quick. Yeah, in the top of the morning, Ron, they go to church. Top of the morning.
Yeah. But so a lot of the big parades and celebrations that happen today, they started with the Irish immigrants in places like New York City and Boston in the 17 and 1800s. So it's probably, I mean, it's another way that we bastardize everything.
Absolutely.
turn it into something which is maybe less helpful. So
it's like that game of telephone. Somebody says something, and then somebody else says something, and somebody else said, or that whisper game around the circle. Yeah, that's what we did. Oh, St. Patrick's Day. It's a day of honoring a saint. Great. We'll turn it into one big drinking game all friggin' day long. All right. What else can we do? We can have parades. We can have green food, green booze, Yeah.
So one thing that I also found that was interesting was with St. Patrick, and so in his writing, he wrote about confessio. He described intense loneliness, fear, and spiritual searching. And I don't know, did you mention that confessio? Yeah. So it says many historians interpret that period as one of deep psychological struggle, which of course that seems normal if you're kidnapped and enslaved. But also personal transformation. So and then it says, eventually escaped, returned home, and later chose to go back to Ireland as a missionary. So totally curious on how, if there was a time that he went away and then came back, or if all the arguments are different, and the record keeping is probably
I mean, what's it called? The Mandela effect. Some people remember it one way, some people remember it the other. So who the heck knows?
Yeah.
But I've got an interesting question for you, because you talked about personal transformation due to suffering. Do you think suffering is required for personal transformation? Way off the topic, but I thought I'd throw it in.
Yeah. That's, I think in some ways it is, but I don't necessarily think that that it is in the way that most people think. So I think that anytime we go through any type of personal transformation, there is, in a lot of ways, a death of our soul, or of who we were, who we thought we were, of any of those things. So I think in some ways it is. Hey, Danny.
Good morning, Danny. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Irish healing and irony.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for another day, Colm. When we do a show, maybe we'll do a
talk about the transformations and the dark night of the soul and all of those things.
Yes.
Top of the morning, Danny.
Top of the morning to you, Danny.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, lots of interesting things in this, and definitely some irony.
From Ireland.
Yes. Oh, even better. Yeah. It shouldn't, Sharon. What is Kyle talking about?
That's okay. We just had a quick little segue there. I asked a question that was off topic, and one of these days we'll do a show on it, Danny.
Yeah, it was on topic, but maybe
slightly
off,
a little segue, but
yeah. So anyway, but yeah, there you go. Lots of healing stuff from all of the people. But yeah, what's the deal with leprechauns?
Well, keeping it in the theme of Irish Week, I thought I would go into a little bit about leprechauns. So, as we know, their origin traces back to ancient Celtic and Irish mythology, where they were first known as Lucopan, meaning small body. So, they were originally linked to water and thought to be supernatural beings with magical powers. Now, fast forward to today and how we, as we all say, bastardize things. Now they're on cereal boxes. They're tormenting Jennifer Aniston in a horror movie. Because we as North Americans have to put our own spin on it. We can't just go mythical creatures and, magical powers and being connected to water. And the other thing that's known about them is they are notoriously evasive. Right? Because if you catch one, as Ron said yesterday, if you catch one, they have to grant you 3 wishes. But you have to be very, very careful with your wishes because they are very literal. They're very literal. So you have to be very careful with how you word your wishes. But Danny thinks leprechauns are bad vibes and bad demons. That's interesting, Danny. Okay. Maybe elaborate on that a little bit, bud.
Yeah.
So the question, if they're very evasive, they're magical, mythical creatures, they have a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, they like to dance, do the Irish jig. The question that is raised is how to catch a leprechaun. They're magical, they're evasive. How to catch a leprechaun.
Yeah.
So, and why do you want to catch a leprechaun? Well, you want to try out the 3 wishes, right?
Yeah.
You want to see what you can get out of this little bugger. So you have to be extremely cunning to catch a leprechaun. This is no easy task. Not many people can outsmart them. They have one weakness. What do you think that weakness is? What kind of a weakness do you think a little Irish leprechaun would have?
I mean, all I've ever seen is the pot of gold. I mean, so if you find the pot of gold, then you're going to be able to get them. I'm guessing, but I don't know.
Ron says corned beef, and Hugo says wheat brownies. Hugo, in today's modern age, Hugo, you may be correct. I don't know. The research I did didn't include that, but that is a great avenue to go down.
Yeah.
Okay. Danny says they're like the devil. Nobody wants to catch leprechauns. Okay. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
And Ron has cracked the code. It is alcohol. Their major weakness, of course, they're Irish. It's alcohol. So they like a good Guinness, but whiskey and poutine are their cocktails of choice.
Oh, okay.
Because when leprechauns are intoxicated, they're at their most vulnerable. I was going to say valuable. If they're granting 3 wishes while they're drunk, they are at their most valuable, but So poutine is high proof, unaged, because all of our alcohol, that to my understanding, now I haven't done extensive research on alcohol, but from my understanding, we age our alcohol, right? So this poutine is really high proof, and they don't age it. They make it, they drink it, because we're talking Ireland after all. So they're on it. So historically, it was known as Irish moonshine, or they also called it Mountain Dew. Love it.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that funny?
That's funny.
I love it. That
Wow.
is, every time I see a bottle of
Wow.
Mountain Dew now, I'm going to think
Oh.
of poutine.
That's great.
So today, poutine has a graphical indicative status, which means that authentic poutine can only be legally distilled in Ireland.
Mm.
So none of the rest of the world can make it because it's got graphical indicative status, which I thought was kind of interesting. So if you want the authentic poutine, you got to go to Ireland, baby. Get your plane ticket, get your plane ticket, your green shirt, and get going.
Yeah.
So poutine, it can be made from a variety of base materials, including potatoes, cereals, grains, whey, sugar beet, and molasses. I don't know if I'd want the molasses to be the base material, but you know what? Hey, don't knock it till you try it, right? Mountain Dew is actually made.
Yeah.
Wow.
To add to alcohol drinks. I don't know. I'm curious on that, Hugo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's
I don't know. I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew. Definitely
good
don't
mix, I
Mountain
guess.
Dew. Yeah. Anymore.
Made for mix. Gotta love that.
Yeah, maybe so.
So the alcohol content, it varies widely, but typically between 40% proof and 90% proof. So it's far higher in alcohol content than anything we drink, anything. And the illegally distilled poutine often reaches, of course, the 90% proof because, they're out in a still somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about those leprechauns? So I thought that, I would, and poutine has a long history in Ireland, dating back to at least the early medieval period. It was originally distilled by monks, of course, monks. That's not the first time I've heard. And when I was in Italy, they said that there was a still in one of the monasteries, and the monks still today make and sell the booze out of that monastery. Isn't that crazy? It was like, what? But anyways, that's how, monks make the best booze. This is what I heard when I was over in Europe. Those monks, they know what they're doing. But they've got a lot of time on their hands, right? They know the Bible inside and out, so they may as well they're raising money for themselves at the same time. Speaking of irony, the monks are making booze. That's a little ironic, right? So we're going back to...
Yeah, I'm curious if they drink, do they drink any of the booze?
How are they going to know if it's good if they don't?
Yeah.
They've got to test the product. There has to be, what do they call it? A quality tester there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bring Jimmy in here again.
Exactly. Where's Jimmy?
Where's Jimmy?
Don't tell me he's praying. He better be in the confession booth and bring him in.
He's in the courtyard, passed out again.
Exactly. He's enjoying some sunshine.
Oh, that's great.
So anyways, originally made by monks, and it symbolizes Irish resilience and cultural identity. And so, but I thought, what else is there anything else about leprechauns that we don't know? Like there is, a few leprechauns that pop up on St. Patrick's Day. And what better places for them to pop up than bars? What do you think about that? Have you ever seen a leprechaun in a bar, laddie?
No, have never had that much drink. Maybe. I might not.
So there are a few stories on the internet from bartenders themselves of things that they've seen on St. Patrick's Day. And, bartender, they've probably seen it all. But so I'm going to start with I only have two of these stories. I'll make it quick because I know we're running out of time here. There's one bartender, he borrowed a green tie from a friend because he had to do the St. Patrick's Day shift. And he's like, I don't have anything green to wear. Can you give me a tie? So he meets this, and he's working the bar, by the way, just so you know. And he meets this young leprechaun, beautiful young lady, all dressed up as a leprechaun and having fun. And, after getting to talking and him serving her a few drinks, and who knows, he was probably having a few, don't know. But That's my guess. They slip into the kitchen for a little bit of fun, little bit of shenanigans, right? There's no evidence of female leprechauns. You're right, Ron. However, in bars, they have been known to appear. I'll just say that. So they go into the kitchen, have a little bit of shenanigans. They're having some fun. And, he's got to get back out to his shift. So he's like, okay, we got to, so they don't spend a long time in there. But once he gets back to the bar, he realizes his green tie is gone.
Oh.
She has absconded with his green tie. And so he's looking through the bar, trying to find her. She's gone. She's gone. She leaves. So he spends a couple years. He talks to his friend first and says, your tie, I'm sorry. And the friend says, oh my God, well, that tie was like my great grandfather's and it's a family heirloom and we'd like to get it back. Oh. So this guy panicked. He goes to all thrift shops and things like that, looking, garage sales, all over the place. He's looking to see where's this tie? And 2 years later, this little leprechaun comes back in the bar. She says to him, hey, I never gave you back your tie. Hands him the green tie. He looks up and she's gone.
Huh.
So leprechauns.
Huh.
Leprechauns, there's
making up a story.
Maybe, Danny, as long as you enjoy it, it's all good. It can be made up. But
it was on the internet probably. So it's got to be true.
It's got to be true. Got to be true. But leprechauns, they're crazy like that. They appear, they disappear. Huh. So that's evidence to me of a female leprechaun because she was there, gone twice. She took the tie, disappeared, brought the tie back, disappeared.
Or also if maybe she was actually not a female leprechaun and just showed up.
I think he would have discovered that in the kitchen. I think that might have been, I don't know, maybe. That's an interesting take on it, Kyle. Thank you for opening up that can of worms.
I mean, I don't really know, but who knows? I mean, maybe if they're magical, then why couldn't they show up in whatever form they wanted to? So
exactly, absolutely.
I don't know. Yeah. Just don't believe any of it ever.
That's good.
Hugo says everything is on the internet these days. Just don't believe any of it ever.
That's good advice, Hugo. Good advice.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got to respect that she came back, brought his tie back. After 2 years, she's probably like, okay, I've got to get rid of this stupid thing.
That's wild. Yeah. That's wild.
So the second story is actually along the same lines. That another bar guy who's, bartender, and so it's same guy actually. So he is now telling people, watch your valuables, make sure you know where all your things are, because he said on St. Patrick's Day, people just go get drunk and hook up all over the place. And again, a little female leprechaun wandering around the bar. So there's this guy sitting at the bar, and he's infatuated with her. So off they go to the phone booth of all places.
As you would.
Why not? Why not? It's as good as it. You know what? It's better than the. It's better than the bathroom stall. I'd rather be in the phone booth than the bathroom stall, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So this little leprechaun takes this unsuspecting man into the phone booth. They get all hot and heavy, and luck of the Irish on St. Patty's Day. So the bartender's like, good on you guys. This is great. Well, the next day, the older gentleman comes back and says, hey, where's my watch? Did you guys find a Rolex in here? So the little leprechaun spied his Rolex, got him into the phone booth, took it, and absconded with it and gone. He thought he got lucky. Turns out she struck gold. Again, she's a leprechaun. She's got to add it to her stash at the end of the rainbow.
He was robbed by a little person. Oh, man.
Who was?
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So, yeah.
So, but he did never get his watch back.
No, never got his watch back. You know what? She made a strong impression. made a clean getaway. She never
Yeah.
showed up 2 years later and gave him his watch back. Oh no, that's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a high price for the services rendered.
Absolutely. That's one expensive
Oh man.
one expensive encounter for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what? We all talk about male leprechauns. I thought I'd introduce a couple of females. You know, not the most upstanding citizens of society, but man, they have fun and get their way. You got to respect it.
Sounds like leprechaun activity. Stole by a midget. Oh man, Danny.
Oh,
Oh
Danny.
man. Oh, Danny boy. Hey. Oh yeah. So well, that's great. That's great. Now we know what the deal with leprechauns is. So moving on quickly here, we got a few minutes, not much, but we're gonna talk about stubborn determination, because stubborn determination is a huge thing, I think, with healing, with talking about with St. Patrick. Think about the level of stubborn determination that it took for him to be. Yes, I think. I think everything is, but yeah. So stubborn determination is something that I see in so many people, that especially people that have gone through trauma, abuse, all kinds of those things. Oh yes, with the carrying the arrow. Yes. And I think it's it's something that we don't necessarily talk about as much as what we ought to, perhaps. Stubborn determination is probably maybe from Austin Powers. Yes, stole mini me. I stole mini me from Austin Powers, for sure. But stubborn determination, it's in so many of these stories, and it's it's one of our favorite things, the hero's journey, and stubborn determination is in all of those. And I think that talking about so many people that are healing, that are doing all kinds of things. I mean, whether or not we can look at the athletes, we can look at at anyone accomplishing, building businesses, growing things in their lives. I mean, in a lot of ways, raising children so that they survive and live and all of that, it takes a lot of stubborn determination. And I think it's one of those things that we don't give as much credit to, which might be one of the absolute biggest superpowers that any of us can have, is the stubborn determination to just continue forward no matter what. And that's, certainly with St. Patrick. I mean, six years of being there, and then he decides to go back. So,
and the thing is, he was captured at age 16, based on the research I read. Now, who knows? But that's and that's a young, impressionable age. So it's amazing that he did anything with his life after captivity. Amazing he didn't just fall into the, but I guess he looked around him and saw the Irish culture and thought, okay, these guys need some help. They are drunken debauchery, the epitome of drunken debauchery.
Yeah. We gotta bring them some religion, hopefully, to help with some of this, which totally curious as to whether or not it was that way or not, or if it was just like, hey, we need to bring religion in here, because were they struggling with all of those things, or not? But either way, stubborn determination, it's a huge thing, and it's a huge thing, I think. So many people, we look at kids and talk about, oh, they're super stubborn, and it's like something that we don't want them to have in a lot of ways. And And I think that it's one of the biggest things that we can encourage in our children and in everyone else is the stubborn determination in everything, because that's one of the biggest things that pushes us through, I think, in creating something that we actually want in our lives, rather than being stuck. And yes, being stubborn can also keep us stuck as well, but it also gives us the fortitude to be able to move forward with our lives and in the things that we really want. So no religion. No, Danny says no religion, Kyle. Well, I mean, yeah, mostly not talking about religion. Yeah, only touching on the theme, part of the theme, which really is a theme that is long forgotten, I suppose, in the U.S. as far as St. Patrick's Day, because really, I mean, this is a religious religious
observance.
Yeah.
I think Danny missed the beginning of the show. So in the beginning of the show, Danny, we established that St. Patrick's Day was actually started as a religious observance of St. Patrick. So they would go to church, and then in the afternoon they would have food and dancing and drinking. So we've just forgotten the church part of it. And back in the day, it was a 3-leaf clover that represented the Holy Trinity. So now it's a 4-leaf clover that represents, well, just friggin' debauchery.
Yeah, Lucky Charms, and luck and all of those things. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, just a little extra encouragement. Be extra stubborn. And Sharon O'Clark. Sharon O'Clark. Yes.
Top of the morning to you.
Yeah. So yeah. Celebrate that stubborn determination and use that as, don't use it against yourself. I mean, you're probably going to anyway. Most of us do, but also use it to move forward with your life. And that's, that's our favorite stories, the hero's journey. It's stubborn determination. That's what all of those movies are about. And so yeah, Danny says
you're dark today, Danny. Holy heck.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Well, and onward with the show. Stubborn determination here. We're gonna move on with our days now. But great show today.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here, Sharon. And
thank you, Kyle.
And Ron in the background. Where can everyone find you, Sharon?
Well, we do a Holy Shift Balls podcast every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. on this very radio platform that we're on Going On Daily on Rhode Island Broadcasting. And we are starting a Consciousness for Dummies series in the beginning of April. We're going to have experiencers and experts, and we're going to talk about all things consciousness. What is consciousness? Is it inside the body? Is it outside the body? Is it something we tap into? Or our thoughts consciousness? Or does consciousness create our thoughts? How does this all work? How do we interact with the larger field that is? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting quarter. We're doing it from April to June and partly into July. Because the response has been amazing. We've got a lot of experts reaching out to us saying, hey, we'd like to be part of this. So yeah, it's it'll be really good. So hence Consciousness for Dummies. Tune in Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, so we'll start that in April 1st or April 2nd. Yeah.
Very excellent. And you can find me at KyleMillerCoaching.com and at Kyle Miller Coaching on all the socials. Happy to talk to any and all of you. Reach out. Yeah.
And Positive Talk Radio.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Lots of podcast interviews. I should have those all on my website. I do not have those all on my website. Probably, I don't know, 50 or 100 different podcast interviews that I've been on for sure. So should get all of those linked up. But in the future, with my stubborn determination, when I stop using that against myself, then I will use it for myself and get those all included on my website as well. So yeah, but tomorrow, tomorrow we got a show. Becky and Luana are going to be on, and
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and so you want to tune in for sure. 10 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Mountain time, and you know, on all the platforms and everything. And in the meantime, go follow us on Facebook. We're getting close. We're getting closer. So hopefully we can be live soon on Facebook again. And yeah, thank you everybody for being here and tuning in, and all the comments, and from Danny and Jake and Hugo and Ron. And Ron and everybody else that was tuning in and watching and listening and all of the stuff. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah. Hope everybody has a wonderful day.
Bye-bye. See you next week.